Eric, two good away results since we last spoke to you. The lads are playing well.
Yeah, they're doing okay. They were a bit of a setback at Blackpool, the top two, and that were our chance to try and have a go at winning the league. And we were poor that day, and Blackpool deservedly won. I asked for a response, and we got one in midweek against Port Vale, and then on Saturday on a tricky pitch at Kendal, it's drying out and it were bobbly and bouncy. And Kendal, I've always found Kendal an odd pitch to play on anyway. But to be fair to him, it was a scrappy game. But we worked ever so hard when we hadn't got control of the game, and that, to be fair, weren't often. But when we did lose control of the game, we worked hard, got ourselves back into it, got a flying start with 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. But it's one of them games when you stood there watching, and how comfortable all the way through the game. I never thought that we looked like conceding.
At the other end, we are scoring the goals. That's 6 in 2 games. I think it's 8 in 3 games. Something's going right there.
Yeah, Dylan's done really well. I mean, he's scoring every week. He's Dylan's, and Sam, as I said a few weeks ago, now he's adding goals to his all-round game. I said to him at Accrington the other Saturday, we win 3-1 down at Accrington. Sam doesn't score, but it's his best performance of the season, because he led the line really well. He held the ball up, he played people in, he made his runs. He were hard to play against, and sometimes he couldn't understand me saying like he played better against Accrington than he did against Tranmere when he scored 4. But we're looking at the whole picture, and he's added goals to his games now. And on Saturday, if I'm being perfectly honest, that's his worst performance for us this season, but ends up with one hell of a goal at the end. I mean, it's a super strike. I mean, he's had a battle with the 2 centre halves all the game. He's not come out on top for the vast majority of it, but he kept working, which he always does, and he gets his reward with a fantastic finish.
I mentioned Louis Bell. Nice to see him back on the score sheet as well.
Yeah, he's knocked the hell out of Lewis as the COVID. He's took him a while, and he's still not right. I think it happened before Christmas. He struggled in training, getting his fitness levels back up, and it really has affected him. We got him through 84 minutes, I think, on Saturday, and he looked more himself. So it's a slow process to get him back, but he's a quality player when he's on form, and Saturday it was an handful for him.
You mentioned the anxiety the boys were feeling through that enforced lockdown period. Are they over that now? Are they back into the swing of things?
Seem to be. I mean, these games are coming along, and they're controlling most of the games, which is good to see. They're a really good group to work with. I've probably said it before that as people, they're probably one of the best groups I've had. Special praise to the back 5 on Saturday. I thought they were tremendous. I mean, you look at the back 5, which your defence and your goalkeeper, 4 are first years. So 1 out of your back 5 is a second year. So you're thinking, wow, next season the second years, we should be strong in that department. But the first years have done really well this year. They've grown into it, and it's been a hard year for them. Coming in late start, not having anywhere really to train for 2 or 3 months because of weather, and being separated from the main club. It's been hard for them, but it doesn't seem to have affected them, and they've handled it really well. So they're growing up as people as well. Different
kind of test at the minute as well, because it's a run of away games. Carries on at Salford on Saturday, but they're coping with that well.
Yes, Salford. They seem to be a bit of our bogey side in the league. I know we beat them in the Youth Cup last season, but I think Salford did the double over us last year, and they beat us at home this year. That was one of the games when we were really poor. In fact, we were losing 3-0, and we ended up losing 3-2. And we could have equalised it last minute, but we certainly didn't deserve anything out of that game. So it'd be nice to go there and put a performance on. But we're away again the week after at Bolton. But that then leaves us with 4 home games and 2 away to finish the season off. So all their own games at the beginning of the season, it's levelling itself out now.
Just lastly, Eric, without giving dates away or anything like that, but when does your mind turn towards what's happening with the second years in particular, and recruitment to fill up the holes?
The recruitment's complete. for next season. That's done. We'll talk about that more in coming weeks. I've had a meeting. I'm going to have a meeting with David Holdsworth and the manager and decide on a date. We usually work off. In the past, we've usually worked off the education side of it. As soon as the second years are getting close to finishing their education and getting on top of that, then we tend to make a decision. But that might be just a little bit later this year. But then again, it'll be down to the David and the manager when they want to do it.